so excited that you're all joining us today. This would not have been possible without all of the wonderful volunteers who took time on this gorgeous Saturday to show up and share a little bit about what they are doing for our great town of Exeter. It is my extreme pleasure to introduce Denise and Paul Pulio, and they are going to get this party started.
Why Needlebach? Welcome, friends. I just sang our Pennacook, Abenaki, Nandakina song honoring our homelands, and then we honor our relations that came before us, and we honor the great mystery of life, the Creator, and that's what that song is all about. We'd like to make a land acknowledgement statement. You're on Nandakina, our homelands. We, as stewards of this land, for the 13,000 years that we've been here, we've stewarded the land, our key, the water, Nibi out here, Awan, the air, the flora and the fauna, the animals and the plants that were here. We never gave up this land. This was unceded to us. We were forced out in different times, and we'd like to continue our stewardship, that we are still here. We're not in the past tense. We've always been here, and we'd like you to steward our land now and protect those sacred things, the land, the water, the animals, and the plants that we steward for all these multiple generations for those 13,000 years. And we welcome you today. Kwai Needlebar again. Welcome, friends, to Nandakina.
We want to thank the town for taking out the dam in 2016. This dam had impeded foodways and agricultural ways for countless generations. And they told us when we were asking to have the dam removed that the fish would never return. And here we are today, just not even 5 years later, celebrating the return of the fish. So I just want to say that I thank you all for all that you're doing, and I look forward to the continuation of the work that we've begun and to create a better environment for all of us. Thank you so much. Tio Leonie.
Hi, I'm Chetna from the chair of the Sustainability Committee.
And I'm Aliana, I'm a student at PA.
Hey everyone, Kristen Murphy, the Conservation and Sustainability Planner for the town. I am super excited for the turnout today. We are showcasing all of the hard work from our volunteers. The fish are here. They arrived just in time for the festival, and it has been fantastic.
So we basically, the Sustainability Committee is obviously an umbrella. It affects every single committee and people's issues. So we just want to raise awareness on how residents could reduce their junk mail. We have a pile of mail here, which is from less than a week of junk mail. And Aliana and her fellow colleagues, they did a project at PA to try and help people reduce their junk mail. So do you want to explain?
So I think the easiest way to reduce junk mail is just having people opt out of the mailing lists. And most people just simply don't know how to do that. So we compiled a list of websites that will help you do that. And then they're all, if you scan the QR code, they're all listed there, along with instructions on how to use them.
Oh my gosh, can get involved anytime. They can contact the Sustainability Committee through the town. We're always willing to talk to people with ideas on environmental and sustainable issues, trying to help people reduce their single-use plastics, help people to recycle textiles, compost more. So yeah, just get in touch.
Yeah, Don Clement.
Okay, Don.
I'm an Exeter resident. I'm also on the Exeter Conservation Commission, but I'm also with the Exeter Squamscott River Local Advisory Committee, which kind of is the steward of the entire Exeter Squamscott flowage from Chester down to the sea. So we try to promote the river, try to make sure that it's, it stays a nice pristine river, and we try to talk about its history and so forth. So, and we anytime any kind of development within a quarter mile of the river, we review that just to help the developers make sure that they are honoring in the river and preserving it best they can. So we're doing that. So we Exeter River Local Advisory Committee actually did the first Alewife Festival here, I think, in 2001. So this is kind of it's been since 2007, I think, since we had the last one at the Parkway. So I'm glad to see it resurrected here. And we got a great day. We got Alewives running, and couldn't ask for anything better.
So this is a groundwater model that shows how water moves in the earth. We have different layers and different wells. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend this deep well is like a drinking water well, and I'm going to pump it, and then we're going to watch how the water, I added some green dye over here, and it's going to flow down into the model here and then start flowing towards the well that I'm pumping because it's being pulled out. And before I do that, I'm just going to add a little more water to the model to make it simulate rainfall and infiltration. Okay. Okay, so now I'm starting to pump, and you can see the water levels in the surrounding wells are affected, and now you can start to see this green is being pulled through the bottom part of the model as I'm pumping out of this well. And you can actually see pumping is affecting the stream level, and it actually helped dry out the lake. And this shows that all the water resources are interconnected. Okay, I can pump a little more just to show it, and as you kind of see how this plume works, and as it pulls, it's spreading out. So I'm continue to pull down the water level in the model, and actually now we've pulled it so much that the stream has gone dry, and I'm actually now pulling water from around here. It's flowing down into this part of the model and then up. So you can follow this red. That water came from here, which is over at the top of the model. It flowed all the way down and around and up. We have other water flowing down and around this way. So it's showing how the different layers in the ground affect groundwater flow. And we all rely on groundwater in Exeter because some of the towns has wells that supply water for the water system. And there's other people who have their own private wells who are not connected to the water system. So the groundwater is interconnected with the lakes and our Exeter River here, and all the wetlands in town. You want to watch? Yeah, right now it's been...
All right, you want to talk about all this?
Talk about this here?
Oh yeah, this mess? What is it?
Sure.
Pollution?
Yeah, this is it. So this is a watershed here. We're showing off what a watershed, many people don't know what a watershed is. We're telling them. A watershed is a big area of land where all the water is going to accumulate up in the high areas and flow down through your rivers and your ponds and your streams into your big lakes and the low areas of your watershed. And a lot goes on in the watershed. We have a lot of activities happening. People live in a watershed. We live in a watershed. We live in the Exeter watershed here. It flows in the Exeter River into the Swampscott. You have neighborhoods, you have lawns, you have fertilizer, you got your factories up here producing things, you know, all of your roads and your farms, and things happen. But a lot of pollution happens too, right? So you have people fertilizing their lawns, you have cows that take poop on the grass, or you have your fields here that are being plowed up in a lot of like fertilizer and dirt. And when it starts raining, all of that starts flowing down through here. So this model helps show that for, you know, for children or even adult audience too. Just really shows what can happen if you're not thinking about what goes on your land, even if you're not right next to the lake.
These are full-grown adults that live their whole life out of the ocean, come back here, will go upriver to lay their eggs, and then they'll die.
And are the lamprey doing the same thing right now?
The lamprey, that's why they're here. Yep, they're trying to get up there. Yep, they're going to lay their eggs. But the herring will go up, lay their eggs, they'll stay up there for like a week or even a couple days, and then go right back out to the Great Bay of the ocean. Come on, get out of there, man. Back, it was like in the 30%, but that's also, you know, it's not normal, you tag a fish, so it's probably pretty high. Yeah. We get what's called repeat spawners.
Yep. 233-267.
Because they don't feed.
Probably a little easier on the way out.
Yeah, yeah, and they don't feed. So once these fish start coming back to spawn, the alewife, they stop feeding. So they devote all their energy and time to swimming up the river, and every part of their energy goes into their eggs. And so they actually start reabsorbing all their scales back into their body when they start running low on nutrients. I'm gonna get a few more. Yeah, and I'll pat. Did you throw them?
All right, you're gonna get a few more. We'll have to come back. Okay.
You guys want to see this one?
We're gonna give everybody.
You want to see this one? Okay. No. Look at that. Oh. You see him? Yeah. You want to touch him?
Thank you so much. That was so.
There we go. Look at that.
Whoa! Oh my goodness! Whoa! Look at him go! Wow!
Isn't that cool? It's called a lamprey. And look, these things have holes on the side of their head they breathe through. See the holes? See the water coming through the holes? You see the teeth? Look at the teeth. He doesn't brush his teeth, that's why they're all yellow. See? Look.
Oh my gosh!
See that teeth there? That's his tongue in the middle. But yeah, so when the dam was here with the fish ladder never really worked that well. And a good year had like less than 10,000 fish was a good year. And for an example, yesterday we do 10-minute time counts at the bridge 3 times a day. And yesterday's time count at 1 o'clock had almost 2,800 fish swim under the bridge in 10 minutes. So we'll have more fish pass in an hour now with the dam out than passed in a year previously.
Subject.
You want to see it? You want to see that fish? Let's see if I can catch it for you. You want to see it? Let's see. You want to see it? Can you touch it? Let's see. Hold on.
Jackie, stay over here.
Whoop.
Whoop. There he is.
You want to touch it? You want to touch it? Pet it? No? They're slimy. You want to try it?
You want to touch it?
No? Okay.
Oh, you did. Over here. Can you pick up the lamprey again?
Yep, absolutely. Let me just throw these herring. Go ahead. So there's 2 species, alewife and blueback, but we only have alewife today because we took them from there. You want to see the lamprey?
My wife said you had a lamprey. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see if it's stuck on here. It's getting pretty tired, so he'll just barely do it, then let's go.
When do we had?
And they have a smaller eye.
You glad you're not taking care of this anymore?
Yes, this is way better than the fish ladder, because the fish ladder we have to come every day and had to empty it out, and like I said, it didn't work very well. No. You want to see the fish?
Yes, please.
Let's see. There's 2. So there's alewife, right, which is what's on the pound seal. Ooh. Let's see.
Promise you won't touch me?
I won't touch you with it, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're called, like, I wear the glove because it's called
Hello,
sawbellies.
everybody.
They have these
Welcome to the
spikes right
Alewife
here.
Festival. Fishing game has arrived.
He's gonna
and
put
they
you
have
back
live
in.
fish right here in the
You wanna see this
Alewife
one? Watch
swimming
this one.
area. So come on over and take a look at the fish and ask your questions.
It's stuck to the
Enjoy
side.
the
Look.
day.
Look at that. Let's go.
Here we go. Yeah, he's getting really tired.
Look at the gills.
Isn't that? Yeah, they're pouch gills. So they're actually called marsipulabranchs, like a marsupial, because they have pouched gills, which is very prehistoric. So there's 2 groups of fish left that don't have jaws, like no bony jaws at all, agnathan. So there's the lampreys and then the hagfish. And if anybody's ever seen a hagfish, if you think a lamprey is ugly, hagfish are really ugly. They're like a purple, look like a purple worm, and they have these tentacles on the front of their face. And when you pick them up, their response is to make a bunch of slime. They turn water, seawater, into slime. So if you put them in a bucket, the whole bucket will congeal into this like jelly, and it hardens after a while. You see them?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. So there's 2. So there's alewife. See if I can get them. There's alewife. See?
Wow, look at this.
Oh,
Huge.
and then there's this one, which is like the lamprey. See him right there? I want to take him out. Look at him.
Whoa.
That one's a weird looking fish, huh?
Gave you a big
That's not what you think
splash.
of when you see a fish. But everybody calls it an eel, but it's not an eel. So,
Look at the other one.
what?
I don't even have to say hi.
Yeah, switch out lampreys. Yeah, the lamprey's pretty tired.
Yeah.
How
Okay,
many
that
are
lamprey's
in
gonna
the
go back
river
into the
here?
water. Ready?
How many are in the river?
Yeah.
So, like I said, when the fish ladder was here in the dam, on an average year we'd pass like 5,000 or less fish. On a good year, 10,000 would be a good year, really good year. But just yesterday in 10 minutes we counted 2,790 fish swim under the dam. So with these 10-minute time counts 3 times a day, we average those out and extrapolate over the 12 hours because the tide affects when they can come under the bridge. The last year's estimate was around 170 to 180,000. This year it's going to be higher than that. So
241, 275. Yeah, scales came out like butter. Do you want to hold it?
There we go. More like Tom Sawyer.
Uh-huh.
We just spear them. And when it was right down here before the bridge. And as I...
Okay, this is the moment we're going to be calling the winner of the champion tree scavenger hunt. If you've noticed great big trees in Exeter, and if you found a new one, we want to know about it and we want to see you. So if you were involved in that hunt, please come over here. If it was someone in your family and they couldn't come, please come over here too. And maybe I could have one of the kids come and pull a name out of the hat. Is there a kid who could help me do that? How about that Girl Scout there? The one on the left, yeah. Okay, now this is important, okay? I'm gonna put it up way high. Okay, we can only do one. Which one? Try it again. You got 2. Okay, drum roll, everybody. Tim Miles. Is Tim Miles here or someone from Tim's family here? Tim Miles. He's out looking at trees. He's up in a tree. We don't know where Tim is. All right, well, Tim, not only will you get an ice cream coupon, but you'll get the special $25 coupon for Parks and Rec for any program of your choice coming up this spring and summer. So if you're related to Tim Miles, please come and contact us at the tree committee table, which is over by the picnic table there. And for all those other kids who were involved, I'm going to read out the names. And if you're here, or you know someone who is involved, please come and get their ice cream coupon. Gwen, can you help me?
Yes.
Okay, we need Oscar Delori. Is Oscar here? Just hold on to those so that I don't, yeah. Okay, now we have Wheeler, Sawyer, Lemeris. Wheeler, are you here? Wheeler, 3 strikes, I'm out, I guess. Eric Whitney. Eric Whitney. Are you here? Can you hear me now? Are any of these kids here? None of them. Philip Baylor. Philip Baylor had a team effort here. Philip, anybody from your team here? Okay. Jill Sloan. Jill Sloan. Anybody see Jill Sloan? Jill Sloan.
Your neighbor.
All right, come over here. Okay, we're going to trust you not to eat her ice cream. Or she can share it. She can share it with you. Do you want Charlie's or Stillwell's?
Thank you.
Okay.
Woohoo!
All right. No, he was supposed to get 3. I don't know. No, I think it was the other one. Okay, now we have Devin Scarrett. Devin Scarrett? Okay, coming up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for doing that. Rebecca Barlow. Rebecca Barlow. Are you here, Rebecca? I don't see Rebecca. All right, we will find a way to get this ice cream to these kids, one way or another. If any of you know these kids whose names have been called, be sure to let them know that they can contact the tree committee or Kristen Murphy at the town office, and we will get them their coupons.
All right, Garrett, I'm ready whenever you guys are. I don't know if you guys are.
All right, Exeter, the Alewife Fest. How are we doing today? Woo! All right. So one of the things as a part of this year's Alewife Festival was a mascot costume contest of the Alewife fish. And can I get a drum roll, please? We're gonna welcome the queen of the alewives, Renee Allen! Yeah, Renee, woo! All right, Renee, congratulations, you win. You are now the town mascot. How does it feel?
Fabulous.
That's fabulous to hear. All right, Renee, you know what this means? You now get your victory lap. You can parade your excellency around Founders Park. Here we go! Yeah!
Renee goes on the Alewife vlog at Christmas.
Woo! Alewife Festival 2022! All right! The Alewife! The queen is having her run!
Tell us a little about the costume.
Well, this costume is made out of some stiff foam and some silver lame and some blue tulle netting.
Close up here.
And with Fish and Game, we are going to compare the two. The Queen of the Alewives to an actual alewife. Thank you again, Renee, for doing this. Thank you again, Fish and Game.
Oh, no problem.
Woo!
Okay.
That was fantastic.
Oh, thank you. All right, so I thought you got it all.
So I
Look at the
well,
side-by-side
we definitely have
comparison.
one. I would, away from that. I would definitely say that you're the queen of the blueback from that. Because that one has a much smaller eye. So, and the good thing is, even though it's the Alewife Festival, every fish that we sampled here today so far has been a blueback. So, more like the river herring festival. That's great. I mean, I think you got, the proportions are pretty good. The right number of fins. That caudal peduncle, that's what we call the tail. A little stubby, but I think you hit that right on the head there. Like in the scales. I don't know where you got that fabric for those scales. It's awesome. Perfect. I couldn't have done half of that good.
So do you have a fish in the bucket?
Yeah, do you want to put it up there and see it?
Yeah, let's take a look at the
Take
fish.
a picture. You take a picture.
Yeah. Let's see this guy. All right, Kevin's gonna get out an alewife.
Yeah, this one is an alewife. So
Have to touch it?
you want to hold it?
Should I? Will it get away?
Not if you hold it tight enough.
Renee, the Queen of the Alewives, is going to hold an alewife in her hands. Here we go. Here we go, people.
Got it? You don't have to squeeze it. You got it?
Woohoo! Give it up! Give it up!
You just compare it put it side by side. That's great. It's awesome.
All right. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, thank you.
Give it up.
I think it's great. It's a beautiful day, and I think it's been a while since we've had a festival, so it's great that it's been rejuvenated and it's brought back. So, and it's great to see the fishes, for sure.
Alright, how you feeling about today? I think it turned out great. We weren't sure how big a turnout we'd get. And it was, a lot of people are doing a million things on a Saturday morning. So we were pleased with the turnout, and we started out in the sun and we moved to the shade, and much improved attitude at the shade. So, no, it turned out great. Alright, we're ready to do it again.
Yes, I hope we can do it again next year. I think it was a very successful event. Everybody seemed really enthusiastic, and a lot of good questions from people who came by the tables, and a lot of good displays from various folks who are here. So I think the weather cooperated, which helps tremendously. But yeah,